It is true that what you eat determines who you are, and also your food is your medicine. We are all been wondering how our veggies are being produced. But have you wondered that you can produce all these veggies in your homes? Come with us as we teach you, and then as we go and then see how a home, a house, has been turned into a farm. How these veggies are being produced for personal consumption and also for sale. And this eliminates kidney failures, kidney diseases, and then liver, heart, and even cancer diseases. We welcome you all to AgricToday TV. Today, we are bringing you a magnificent issue that we all want the public to notice. Not only farms that you can grow crops, but even at your homes, you can do so. There's a lot of issues concerning veggies that we do consume here in Accra. When I tell you, after watching this video, you can grow the veggies that you want to eat, the veggies even that you want to sell at the market to make profit. Don't turn all your lands at your house into a beautifications. A lot of people have tiled their homes, but I tell you, after watching this, you will love to do proper thing with your land at home. We are here at Ashoman Estate, and we are here to talk with one man that has converted his home into a farm, not only a garden, because he told me that it's not a garden, but it's rather a farm. Yes. However, we are here to speak with
Mr. Percy
Mr. Percy
Yankee.
Amoyanki.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Percy.
Thank you, Stephen. And you're welcome to my farm, my home farm, or my farm home, whatever you call it.
Everything is here. So whether it's a home farm or farm home, yes. We have cassava here, we have cocoyam, we have what you can name it. Everything.
Yes, we have oranges, we have pawpaw, we have noni, we have mango, we have coconut, we have oil palm, and almost everything. We have a pear over here, and apart from that, we have all the vegetables. We have garden eggs, we have aubergine, we have pepper, we have tomatoes, we have lettuce, and we have okra. The okra is the latest in the family. We have pepper here, then we have aubergine, then pepper throughout over there. Then we also have some carrots. I didn't tell you. These are carrots. You know.
Yes.
These are carrots. Yes. Carrots.
Yes.
And where?
Carrots too.
Yes. Yes.
And this one too is carrots.
Yes. And we have some herbs as well. So this is oregano. Oregano.
Yes.
And this is mint.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I love mint.
100 pots of
Okra.
Okra. Okra is a very exciting crop. You can see okra, you know, the size, like for instance, this size. Tomorrow morning, it would have doubled the size. That's how it is, you know. And when you start harvesting okra, you'll be inundated with, I mean, you can't stop. It's just coming every day, every day. So we harvest a minimum of 20 a day from this. The interesting thing is that the leaves actually cover the pots. Yeah. So if you want to harvest, you need to really go down because they hide themselves, which is giving us a lot of trouble because we can't stop harvesting.
Wow. Okay. You see, all this that have been mentioned is not grown maybe in a one or in a minimal, let's say, quantity, but in a large quantity to say, because he harvests some for the market.
Yes, and I said,
so,
yes. I said, yeah.
Mr. Percy, what transpired this idea?
Okay, this whole thing was triggered by a visit to a friend's house. My wife and I visited him. He stays on the top there at Brekusu area.
Okay.
And I was quite amazed what I saw. You know, it had a similar, you know, setting. Everything on he had utilized his space, his wall and everything.
Okay.
Then over there, I told him that, look, a year by this time, I'm going to, surpass you.
Oh.
I was so much intrigued at what I saw.
What you saw.
Because I've always been somebody who likes eating natural things. Because most of the things that we eat, it's soaked with chemicals and other things, and I thought it wasn't healthy.
You're right.
So that was the trigger, that was a visit to, and I'm sure this will also inspire people who are going to watch this video to also get into it. It's not difficult. It takes just the desire. That's it.
So how did you start this? Okay, for the benefit of those who want to go into such, how did you start it?
Okay, so first of all, I started with the containers because I realized that these dispensable bottles, they are all over.
Yes.
People are having problems even disposing of it.
Sure. Yes.
So from what I saw from him, I decided to look for areas that I could also get free dispenser bottles. Then the next thing was to get black soil, and also because everythh here is organic.
Was the black soil difficult to come by?
No. There's a place called Green Space, at Pantang. I am on 2 platforms, Sac Revolution, and Green Space has also created, a platform.
Okay.
So some of these things, it can be discussed, and whatever you need, somebody will just volunteer, yes, and that's it.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was, so then I came into contact with Ebenezer and the sister, Helena, about lettuce, because I'm a fan of lettuce, not only lettuce, vegetables.
Okay.
And they told me about the concept that they had developed, about this A-shape, wall-mounted,
Yeah.
It contains 160 pots or holes. We have 80 here. This whole line is 20. We have 4 of them. So, which makes it,
2, 3, 4.
that's 80 and 80. So this one alone takes 168. Okay. Then we have the wall mounted. This was another design that was made for us, wall mounted. So this is the nursery for the lettuce.
The lettuce.
You can come and take us,
The nurseries.
Yes. So when they are grown, then we put them in a bigger pot for them to become,
Okay.
So these ones we have 28 times 6, which is 168 or so. Yeah, 168. So plus 160.
Okay.
Then we have 50 of this over here. This one takes 10, and we have 5 levels, so that is 50. So we have 50. So the nurseries for tomatoes is about almost 500 when you add up everything. So I was quite intrigued. So I made a visit to their house, and they showed me the prototype. I think it was the project work of Helena, in the university. And I said, wow, it is something I really want to. So we decided to, pilot it here. So we invested money, and they built it, and they came and mounted it over here. And that's it. It's been wonderful. I have almost 500 holes that I nurse the lettuce, and about 600, containers where I do the transplant. These are some of the transplants for the lettuce. The lettuce.
I could see this is growing big.
Yes.
Soon I can harvest it.
Yes. Within a week, we need to harvest something like this. Of course, this one as well.
Yes.
Okay. An experiment here. Over here, we bought compost from Zoom Lion.
Okay.
So we decided to transplant into pure compost and to see how, how it compares the growth and development compared to, the ones over there.
Okay.
So that's so we just did that last week. So we are monitoring, how things go here. Some have died. Yes, of course. That's It's normal. When you do the transplant, you don't expect everything 100%. It's never, you should never expect 100%. Yeah. You know, some will die, and so, but about 95% to 100% will do well. So this is a special one we are trying. You know, it's in compost, you know, from Zoom Lion. So this is where the lettuce are. So these have been transplanted, you know. So I have them all over here, and also some at the back. So these are the lettuce. They were recently transplanted. So you can see that they are not very big.
Yes.
What is happening is that because I've been commercializing, the moment they become big, people come and pick it.
Yeah,
so now,
this is organic.
So yes. So I can't keep the pace, and we've also been eating some. You understand? So at a point in time, sometimes we have that break.
Oh.
So lettuce alone over 1,000.
Wow.
Yes, in this house.
This small space. Lettuce alone over 1,000.
Yes.
Okay.
When we go around, I'm sure you had to utilize the space. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Yes. You know, we have a lot of spaces in our homes, but we don't know how to utilize them. Yeah. So I think this will be a good platform for people also to learn from such.
We intend to do fish farming here.
Okay.
Or to do another, a set of lettuce used in hydroponics, to connect pipes and, so these are ideas that we have, but we haven't concreted, the ideas yet. Okay. But this is a big place where we could do fish farming.
Sure.
Yes. We get two, ponds over here, and that's it.
Yes.
So, I mean, we can still, harvest our fish in this house. Okay.
What are some of the challenges you encountered whilst growing?
Yes, I realized that, you see, mine is not a garden, like I said, it's a farm.
It's a farm, yes.
Because of the size. And I realized, look, each plant has a peculiar nature. Each plant has a peculiar nature. Now, so for instance, when you're growing tomatoes are like a lot of nutrients. They are heavy feeders of nitrogen. You have the tomatoes. Yes. This is the indeterminate type. They don't come big, but they come a lot. You see them, So
you have cherry here?
I don't know the names of, but these are some of them,
Okay, cherry is, okay, this, I think this happens to be cherry.
So basically it's like a customized approach. You can't use an all-one, formula for everything.
Okay.
So that is what I realized. And of course, the other challenge also has to do with pest infestation, And if you don't take time, pests can just wipe out all your... I remember the first time I brought tomatoes to this place, I invested 200 cedis in seedlings. Not a single one survived. The Ministry of Agric in Kenya has set up, a free, training program. Okay. It's called Elengo, ELENGO, elengo.com. And they put free, tutorials on how to do everything. So I had to go through all the 12 modules. Yes, I had to go through. So basically, you can't start with common sense. Look, it's going to disappoint you.
Okay.
You've got to know the latest technology and all that to employ. Because if you really want to go with the simple knowledge, you better not start. You are certainly going to not have the needed, responses or the benefits that.
Okay, so this goes to those who think agriculture is for the poor or for the wayward people. Because if you go with your knowledge of farming, actually going to fail you. Agric is not how we used to know or we used to do it. Now we've employed a lot of technology into it, a lot of knowledge into it. You need to be skilled. This is a skillful activity whereby if you want to be like, you have to go pro, like go professional with it. Yes. Thank you very much. So since you started this, has this been rewarding?
Yes, certainly. One, something like contumely, I don't buy contumely. Harvested the contumely only yesterday, so that's why they are you know. Okra, you know, the size, like for instance, this size. Tomorrow morning, it would have doubled the size. The minimum I harvest a day is 20. I mean, 3 days ago, I harvested 35.
Okay.
You know, and you can imagine I have more than 100 pots.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and I get about 35, 20 to 30 every day. So you can imagine.
Yes.
I sell lettuce. So I sell to my neighbors. I sell to a shop up there.
Okay.
You know, so people go there, and go and buy. And that's it. So it's very rewarding. For me, I know that what I'm eating, I know what I'm eating. So we are just doing some stews. I've come to harvest tomatoes this morning, and that's what is being used. Yes.
I can smell it.
Yes. You know, and you can imagine I have almost 300, pots of aubergine and garden eggs. This one is aubergine. Yes. So this one has started coming. That's it.
Aubergine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll show you one which has started. Let me show you.
I think it's something. The one is here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. This one has started coming. The aubergine. That is a lot. A lot. A lot. I mean, so I can't even, use it at home. I have to sell the rest or give some out.
Agriculture is very, very rewarding. Whether on a larger scale or at your home. Now you can farm, you can make money right from your home.
Yeah.
Where you live.
Yeah.
There is no need for you to go and buy land outside or wherever you can think of and then employ like harrowers or plow or tractors. No. All that you need is just these cans, and then all these things are there.
Yeah.
We don't use them.
Yeah.
We are even looking for people for them to come for them.
Yeah.
To make the economy or the environment friendly for us all.
Yeah.
So you just go get this and then you go. Black soils are there.
Yeah.
You can even within our environment, we can get black soils and then fill them, and we get the right seeds.
And the other thing I use is a chicken poo, which is the right source of organic fertilizer.
Yes.
And I buy a sack of 50 kg for 4 cedis.
4 cedis?
Yes. So I don't need to go and buy fertilizer, very expensive. Because 50 kg bag is 4 cedis. So I buy 10 at a time, 40 cedis. And that's what I use to supply my fertilizer to all the plants. Virtually no cost. So going organic doesn't mean you have to spend. It depends on where you go for your stuff. Because they are natural sources of these things. Yeah. I've made use of all the sides, of the house. Close to the windows. I've put, blocks, fill them with, soil. And this is another set of the
cabbage.
The cabbage. Of course, we have the pomegranate. Yes. Do we have some of the fruits? Let me see. Not yet. Not yet. We just harvested some. Of course, there's the mango that is coming. Yeah, so this is, we got these seedlings from AgricToday. This is...
AgricToday are my people.
Yes. This is pepper. Okay. Yes. I had to buy it from, go to in Sawom and to the, yes. So this is pepper. And that's about 128 of them. Oh, okay. So over here, we are using sacks. The advantage of using sacks is that sacks do not absorb heat compared to the containers, the plastic containers. When the plastic containers are on the ground and the sun is very high, it absorbs a lot of heat. So most of the time, the soil in the container becomes dry. But when they are here and they are on the green grass, it doesn't absorb, so it helps with the development of the plants. Okay. So these were just done last week, so they are fresh, but it will amaze you when you come in 2 weeks, all of them will just, yes. So we have them here, and okay. Of course, this is
Oh,
You know?
tangerine.
Yes.
Is it?
It's
Tangerine orange.
tangerine.
Tangerine.
That's tangerine.
Yes.
Yes. And just behind you,
It's purple.
this purple is not a normal purple. This purple is about 10 times the size of a normal pod. Yes.
Times.
Yes. This is a special variety of purple, which I have planted the one over here.
Yes, okay. And these are turkey berries.
No.
Turkey berry plants.
That's the, I have turkey berries down there,
Okay.
and but this is aubergine.
Oh, okay.
Aubergine.
Okay.
Aubergine. Yeah. Over there. Then, of course, we also have so these are the peppers. Then this is the indeterminate tomatoes that we have transplanted.
Oh, okay.
So you can imagine when they start coming for more than a year, we'll be harvesting. This is the indeterminate type. I got it from AgricToday, the seedlings, and of course the palm. Yeah.
So virtually everything is here.
Everything is
And
here.
that is
of course,
very,
we're
interesting and great.
Then the watermelons. We have watermelons here. See, they are coming.
You grow your own watermelons and consume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because what I don't understand is why should I buy watermelon for 50 cedis? I don't know how I can. Within 80 to 60 to 75 days, you have your watermelon after transplant. Yeah. So why should I buy watermelon? And because on the grass they will just spread, and we don't have a problem.
Yes.
So that's it. It started flowering.
This one are even more sweeter.
Yeah. This is the sangria type. It's the sweeter version, sangria.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our brothers and sisters, we entreat you all that we practice such in our various homes. And if we do so, the issue of kidney failure will stop.
Yeah.
The issue of liver issues, all these cancer diseases, they all will stop because we will know that what we are eating is right. And like someone said, what we eat will determine who we are. And your food is your medicine. So let's all cultivate the habit of growing such vegetables. If not all, pepper, tomatoes, garden eggs, we can grow them in our various homes.
Yeah.
And
Okra.
then we know, okra.
Yeah.
Then we will all know what we are eating or what we are consuming. This is a great insight.
Yes.
So, what are you telling your fellow? I didn't ask before. What actually do you do aside farming? What is your profession?
I'm a management consultant. I own a business.
Exactly.
And I'm a very busy person. I consult to multinational companies and local companies and all that. But I still find time to do this. This is a passion.
Great.
And I believe that when you have some of these plants at home, they also produce the oxygen that we understand. It brings longevity.
Yes.
It enlivens your environment to see all the greens around instead of the buildings and the concrete. This is not. So the habitat becomes natural.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so what's the message you are communicating to your fellow people who are?
Yeah, I'm an advocate for home farming, and I've been telling my friends, trying to. In fact, for some of them, I have even sent some of my seedlings to them. Every week I have some seedlings, and for some of them, I even give them the seedlings. Look, I want you to, but some people are still not interested. They would want to go and buy the chemically infested, products from the market. And for what I can't understand is that, especially with lettuce is such that we don't cook. No. We eat it raw.
Yes.
Because over here, you know what I use to control? I use neem oil. Neem oil. So you just take 2 spoons of neem oil, you mix it with liquid soap, and that's it. And you use it to,
spray.
Because no, you don't spray, you bath it, because most of them will come under the leaves. So you will not even see them. So you just bath them. You make sure that both the under and,
Okay.
Yes. And when you do it, in a sustained manner, over time, all the pests will just disappear. You know, you can also add pepper. You know, you can yes, pepper to it. Yes, and these are all natural forms of, you know, control.
But for them, they want the quick way of making money.
Yeah, you know, but you see, at what expense? At what cost? The cost to your life.
Yes.
You know, because most of the things that we are buying, have you seen the tomatoes? When I harvest tomatoes in my farm, it can be in my kitchen for 2 weeks. Nothing will happen to it.
Yes.
Go and buy tomatoes from the market. 2 days, it starts just because of the chemicals that are given. So that's it. That's the difference. So we've got to be careful about our health. For me, if for no other reason, for the sake of my health, longevity, I would want to invest in this. So now I have a full-time person working for me. Great. And the money that I make from the sales is able to pay the salary of the person. Yes. Much more than that. Yeah. I want to encourage everyone. Most of us have, big, compounds like I do, but they would want to plant flowers, ornaments, and really fine, but at least dedicate a portion, to some of these things. And if even you are not going to have the time, engage the services of somebody, pay the person, and you can. So I call it pharmacy. Pharmacy yes. As not as PH, but FAR. Yes, your pharmacy. That's it.
Yes. So we can have our pharmacies in our various homes, cure ourselves anytime, and we will be free from these diseases. If you want to follow the full steps, please, you can call in or you can text, and we will directly give you the contact of him, or you can even visit here.
I wish your viewers would take some lessons from what I've discussed, and I'm sure with this episode, many more people will be baptized into home farming.
Thank you very much for this insight, and we are much grateful.
You're welcome, Stephen, and I'm honored to have you in my home.